Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today. And this is probably going to be the biggest live commentary I've ever done in my entire life. I am so locked in, so ready for this. I've been up since 5:30 in the morning Eastern time, just getting ready for this one here tonight, waking myself up, took a shower, ate some food. I am so ready for this one, and it is the biggest commentary stream we've ever had. It's the gold medal game between the United States and Canada here in the 2026 Milano Cortina Olympics as the two teams take the ice and we get ready for the biggest game in hockey this century. And I am confident in saying that. Maybe not century, probably this decade for sure. Definitely this decade for sure. How did we get here? Let's talk about that. The United States and Canada both finished top of their groups respectfully and moved on to the quarterfinals. Canada, in this order, defeated Czechia and Finland to move on to the gold medal game. The United States, in this order, defeated Sweden and Slovakia to head on to this game as well. And it sets the stage for another matchup, the fourth matchup in Olympic medal games between Canada and the United States as the two teams take the ice here. This is an absolutely just incredible game. I am beyond blessed to be able to be covering this, be able to do this. Thank you all so much for tuning in. First off, go like the stream down below. Go subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you enjoy the commentary streams. We do them for all 32 teams and then some. I pulled up a subscriber count here because we've been gaining a lot of subscribers the last couple of weeks, and we're getting pretty damn close to 5,000. And we're coming down to that milestone here very, very soon. Starting goaltenders here on both sides tonight. On Canada's side, Jordan Binnington won the Four Nations faceoff last year. 4 games played this tournament. A 1.74 goals against average and a .913 save percentage in these Olympic Games. And on the other side for the United States is back-to-back Vezina winner and Hart Trophy winner Connor Hellebuyck, who was in net for the Four Nations face-off a year ago around this time. 5 games played this tournament, a 1.23 goals against average, and a .947 save percentage. He has been the United States' guy. A year ago on Friday was the Four Nations face-off. Connor McDavid scored the overtime winner in that game to win Canada the tournament. Now we're here a year later in the Milano Cortina Olympics, and the two teams will play for the gold medal. It is arguably one of the hardest things to win in sports. You only get the opportunity every 4 years, and this is only the first time in 12 years NHL players have had the opportunity to go for gold. It's one of the biggest games in hockey. United States versus Canada, gold medal game, and we are underway. Face-off one here by Canada. They will dump it down low into the United States zone. Hellebuyck around behind his own net, then played back to Faber. United States will now carry the puck through center, backhanded down low by Brady Tkachuk. Jordan Binnington will come out and play it now, stolen back by the U.S. Shot on, goes wide of Binnington from a good chance from Faber up top. Down low now, Nathan MacKinnon on a line with Connor McDavid and Macklin Celebrini. The 1, 2, and 4 scorers in the NHL. Here's Gensel now in front. Eichel a shot. And that one goes wide of Binnington as the U.S. pressures here first. Off the boards now. Kept in the zone there by Boldy as the United States gets a line change. Gensel will backhand this one behind the net. Quinn Hughes in front. And a shot there again goes wide as the U.S. starts off the pressure. Down low now, Gensel tries to throw a pass in front, then up top, then Charlie McAvoy. Down low here for Boldy, fires it on. That one's blocked in front. Now Gensel takes it back, pass over, and Boldy cannot convert. Fed all the way up to the point then. Charlie McAvoy handles that puck back over for Matthews, who fires it on. It's blocked through all the traffic. Now Macklin Celebrini, the young 19-year-old kid, the youngest player playing in this game right now for Team Canada. Harley will try and throw a pass up then to Sam Bennett, who tried to play that one through the zone. Conn Smythe MVP. It really shows all of the players here who are playing in this game. Pass in front there by Tom Wilson, broken up at the point. Now Devon Tays fires it on. Shot by Bennett, save by Connor Hellebuck with 18:23 to go in the opening period. And again, everybody's highlighting the Four Nations face-off as a really big factor here. It was the first time these two teams have played in a while with NHL competition. And now we're here a year later with the two teams with essentially the same teams, just a couple of different changes. Face-off here won by Canada so well, they won it back in their own zone. Now Binnington out of his own net to play it all the way through center. Werenski off the boards. Ahead then for Gensel. Gensel through his legs, broken up there by Canada. Horvat will clear this one back down low. Sanderson picks it up then for the United States. Brandon Hagel trying to keep it down low. Now Jarvis pass in front. And Horvat nearly got a chance there on Hellebuck. And Connor Hellebuck makes the save before anything else can happen. And there's the friendly pushing and shoving we saw back in February last year. What's up, everybody in the chat? RJ, what's going on? Just Chuck Stevens here. What's going on, everybody? It's a phenomenal day for hockey. Phenomenal game here on the big stage. I could not be more excited. Thank you all so much for being in here. I really appreciate it. Again, as I said, I've been so locked in since yesterday for this commentary. I am beyond ready to go here and just overall beyond excited. Shots 1-0 here in favor of Canada with 17:59 on the clock. Already ran through about 2 minutes of hockey here. Face-off now won by the United States. Cleared all the way back down low then into the Canada zone. Devon Toews picks it up back over on the right side. Mark Stone back up to Marner. Stone plays it ahead then for Devon Toews, who comes into the zone then. Drop pass back for Nick Suzuki, who joins this team after being left off the Four Nations roster. United States steals it back. Eichel into the zone. Loops it around. Pass in front. Broken up then by Canada. Played all the way back to center now. It's Jacob Slavin who will clear it around then behind the net. Now Cale Makar below the line. Will hold it here for Canada. As time kicks further down here. Now through the zone, Nathan McKinnon will break it down low with speed. Quentin Hughes steals it back then for the U.S. McAvoy off the boards. Gensel tried to throw it up then for the likes of Boldy. It's broken up then by Canada. Harley ahead then for Celebrini, who will pass in front for McKinnon. Can't get it there in time. Now McDavid feeds it up top. Shot on is blocked. And a 2-on-2 the other way. Boldy with Gensel. Dumped into the zone now down low. Harley will kick it around for Connor McDavid, who will break it through the neutral zone. Gets hit off the puck there by Matthews. McKinnon steals it back up top. Harley pass over. And Celebrini a shot there denied by Hellebuck. And again, Nathan McKinnon there on the ice scored one of the 3 goals in the Four Nations final a year ago at this point. What's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream. Don't want these fights today. Don't want to give him a power play. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that sentiment. I'm pretty sure these teams are going to try their best to stay out of the box. Shots 2-0 in favor of Canada. Face-off here now won by the United States in their own zone. The U.S. started off with pressure, couldn't get a shot on. And now it's been kind of an even game since then. 16.5 minutes to go. Through center now, Slavin. Pass off the boards then for Faber. Broken up at the line. Now regrouping here in the Canada zone is Marner. Trocheck will clear to center. Faber then back for Hannafin. Cleared off the boards and down low. Now JT Miller, captain of the New York Rangers, picks it up here on the right side. Sanheim battling forward up top. Kept in then by the U.S. Binnington out of his own net. Theodore down low. Back up to the point. Hannafin cleared into the corner. Stolen back then by the USA. Faber will dump it down low into the corner. Now over then Marner will bank it up then for Suzuki. 2-on-2. Nick Suzuki back up for Stone. Stone shoots it. Gloved by Hellebuck, who is looking absolutely locked here tonight. Who do I think is going to win? I think Canada will win. You not see what I'm doing there? Not see what I'm doing there? Obviously, I'm from the U.S. I'm rooting for the USA, but we are a mostly unbiased commentary here, so just want to make that known to everybody. I think Canada will probably win, but it's not going to be a blowout, that's for sure. This is going to be a very close hockey game. I'm hoping for overtime. That's all I want. I want overtime. Face-off here in the United States zone, won by the U.S. and banked down low then into the Canada zone. Tays battling for it now with Thompson. Wilson banks it off the boards then. Now Sanderson tried to throw it to center. Stolen back then by Tays. Devon Tays will dump that one into the USA zone. Hellebuck couldn't really play that puck. And now Canada will regroup. Here's McCarr, back to Wilson, fires it on. That one goes wide. Now Jack Hughes tried to play that one through center. Now McCarr below the line. Cale McCarr will dump it down low here now in the corner. Wilson trying to get to it. Huge hit there down low. And all of the Canada fans behind the USA net stand up. A lot of them here tonight. A lot of red in this arena. Through center now into the zone. Jack Hughes could not control that puck completely. And now regrouping in his own zone is Harley. Thomas Harley will break it through center. Cleared down low then into the American zone. Quinn Hughes behind the net now for McAvoy. Off the boards, Kachuk. Cross-ice pass broken up to his brother. Now Hagel battling forward here on the right side with Jarvis. Quinn Hughes will clear back out to center yet again. Pass back down low then for Horvat. And a whistle blown dead here for, I believe, an icing call against Canada. And Tom Wilson laying a big hit down low there behind the net in the United States zone on Dylan Larkin. And that's how you get the tensions going. Thank you all for tuning in. Please vote on the poll that is on the chat. It is United States or Canada who's going to win the gold medal. I will end that poll at the end of the first period. So be sure to vote while you can. Face-off one in the Canada zone by Canada. They will clear it back down low into the U.S. zone. That's an icing yet again. Got 200 people here in this commentary stream already. Again, thank you all so much for your continued support. These Olympics have been absolutely unbelievable here on the channel. I've been so thankful for what we've been able to do, and there's a lot more we're going to be able to do here. Face-off now in the Canada zone. Won again by Canada. Now banked out to center. McAvoy will play it up then on the right side. Boldy will shoot it down low into the Canada zone. Now Cale McCarr here. Pass down low for Devon Tays, who will throw it all the way back down low and in there on Hellebuck. And now Quinn Hughes will bank that one off the boards. Right side, Nathan McKinnon. Played forward then for Boldy. Boldy will flip it through his legs, gets through the D, comes in. He scores! Matt Boldy splits the D, and the United States have struck first. It's 1-0. He got through the Canada defense and put it through Jordan Binnington. The first goal on the first shot. 1-0 USA. Exactly 6 minutes gone here in this first period. And Matt Boldy gets around Tays and McCarr, arguably the best defensive pairing in the world. And splits the D backhand through the 5-hole of Jordan Binnington. And has ignited the scoring here. It is 1-0 United States. Assist on that goal, Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes. Cleared down low now in the corner. Slavin back over then for Faber. Off the boards, Eichel. Ahead then now for Kachuk. Kachuk battling forward with Drew Doughty here. Thrown around behind the net then for his brother Matthew. Tried playing that one up top then. McKinnon steals it back for Connor McDavid. Here's McDavid down the line. Circles around. Looks for options. Will clear it down low then to Sanheim. Pass in front is broken up there. Now McDavid here on the right side. Up top for Doughty. Doughty. Down low then for McKinnon. McKinnon in front. Sanheim trying to get a shot on. It's in the crease and cleared back down low to the corner. Now Slavin off the boards for Matthew Kachuk, who will backhand it out to center. Canada gets it back. They will clear it down low here into the United States zone. Hellebuck behind the net then over for Hannafin. Hannafin banked off the boards and back into the Canada zone. That'll be an icing. Shots 4-1 in favor of Canada, and Boldy makes this whole play happen, flicks the puck around the Canada defense. Tays missed the clearing of the puck. He just comes in, puts it backhand there on Binnington. And there's Bill Guerin's guy, making it a 1-0 lead here for the U.S. early. Face-off here in the United States zone then, won by Canada. Mitch Marner will clear it around then behind the net, back to Thomas Harley. Now below the line, Marner picks it back up, will move in front, shot on goes off of traffic. Now Nelson trying to feed a pass to Trocheck, played to center then by JT Miller. Miller will clear that one down low. Racing for it then is Parayko. Parayko kept in by the U.S. at the line. Excuse me. Now thrown ahead then, Mark Stone. Through to Suzuki. 12:25 left to go in the first period. I will be getting the same blizzard. It's supposed to hit us later on today. Here's Zach Werenski now regrouping with the puck down low. Werenski ahead then for Hughes. Now Bennett trying to break it here through center. Broken up then by Marchand. Jack Hughes steals it back then for the United States. And they will regroup in their own end. 8 minutes gone here in period number 1 in the gold medal game between the United States and Canada. 1-0 USA here early. Tays now down low then for McCarr. Will play the puck through center, banked off the boards, and back down low now. McAvoy holds it here for the United States. Charlie McAvoy back over then for Quinn Hughes, ahead for Matthews. Austin Matthews comes in, fires it on Bennington. That one goes wide. Now down low below the line. Gensel up top. Shot. Saved by Bennington, and he makes his first stop of the night here. And we get our first ice cleaning here in this opening period. It does not get much better than this. I hope you all are enjoying the commentary. 250 people in here is the most I've seen so far. And I know that number's only going to go up further and further. Thank you all for your support. 1-0 United States here in the gold medal game. Assist on that Boldy goal, if I haven't mentioned already, are Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes. Yeah, USA scoring on their first shot. Not a great momentum starter there for Canada, but they'll bounce back again. You look at the previous games we've played. David Pastrnak opened the scoring in the quarterfinals for Czechia. In the semifinals against Finland, the Finns opened the scoring. Mikko Rantanen on the power play. And Canada won both of those games. So the first goal, although it does mean a lot, for Canada, maybe not so much, as they've been able to come back here in all of the games they've played en route to this one. The ticks talking and the snaps chatting. That's awesome. And the biggest headline here out of this one heading into the game was that Captain Sidney Crosby is unable to play, which really sucks. Again, this is probably going to be his final Olympic Games, and to go out like that is pretty terrible, and I feel bad for him. Maybe he'll be able to come back here later on in another Olympic game if he does end up staying in the NHL for another couple of years. It's unlikely, but you never know. It is Sid the Kid, and he's still playing at that elite level even all these years later. It wouldn't surprise me entirely. And we're ready to resume here. Face-off won by the United States. Down low now with that puck is the goal scorer, Matt Boldy. Tried playing it up top. He'll get it up there. Stolen back then by Brad Marchand, who will play it through center. Ahead now, Cale Makar will dump it down low. McAvoy off to Hughes. Over then for Boldy. That's a guy that the United States didn't have in that Four Nations final. They did not have a guy like Quinn Hughes in that game. Here's Bennett ahead then for Wilson. Pass up to Marchand. 2-on-2 through center. Marchand dekes in. Forced turnover there by the United States. Matthews back down low. Captain up top. McKinnon comes in. Pass over then Theodore. Waits. Over to Marchand. Doesn't fire it. Now regroups up top. Stolen back then by the U.S. Boldy will backhand it down low then into the United States zone. Now Sanheim will pick it up here and regroup for Canada. Sanheim off the boards then to center. United States will clear it all the way back down low into the Canada zone. 10:26 left to go here in the first period. Shots are 4-2. United States with the early leader. Celebrini, a shot saved by Hellebuck. Rebounds there and cleared back down low. Celebrini over then for McKinnon. Pass in front. Celebrini, a shot. And that one's blocked. Rebounds there and through the traffic. Another chance goes wide of Hellebuck. Now up top. Cleared back down low. Intercepted then by the U.S. yet again. Tkachuk will clear that one back to center. and an icing ensues here on the United States. And again, getting the ball rolling early. Matt Boldy taking a look at the captain here for the United States, Austin Matthews, 7 points in 5 games played here in this tournament. He has been the tone setter. Face-off coming up here yet again now in the United States zone. Puck is banked all the way out to center now. This is the first shift for Sam Reinhart, who comes out on the ice. Now Travis Sanheim will move this one through center. Ahead now for Reinhart. Reinhart comes in now below the goal line. Tried to feed a pass in front. Now Sanderson battling for it down low with Larkin. Sanderson trying to kick that puck off the boards. Horvat in front. And a shot there by Hagel goes off the boards and wide down low in the corner. Now Sanderson back to Hannafin. Hannafin, cross-ice pass for Larkin. Larkin into the zone. Looks, waits, shoots it. Blocked. Up top now Sanderson. Down low here Hughes. Up top, Sanderson will clear it around behind the net. Now Tage Thompson, who left the game against Slovakia early, looks to be okay. Will clear that one around to the right side. Now Horvat will backhand this one down low into the U.S. zone. Just under 9 minutes remaining here in period number 1. Here's Quinn Hughes. Pass ahead then for Trocheck. Trocheck breaking it now through center. Stolen back then off the board. Suzuki over then for Marner. Try to feed a pass to center. Broken up then by Canada. The line. Makar looks. Wait. Fires it into the chest of Connor Hellebuck with 8:38 to go. Make another cup of tea. This is good. Freaking out. Oh, I believe it. I'm getting there too. Don't worry. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Doing the best I can. Can't do it without you guys, though. Be sure to subscribe down below. Also, like the stream as well. It brings more people into the commentary. Helps out with the engagement. I would greatly appreciate it. We are competing with some of the bigger channels here on YouTube. All we can do is just keep on grinding. And again, what's been really highlighted here in this game tonight is the Miracle on Ice, which was a year ago today when the United States pulled off a miracle defeating the Soviet Union. Bunch of college kids defeating a hockey team like that. It's a different world now than what it once was. Obviously, NHL players can participate. You're not having teenagers play for the Olympic team against, a juggernaut like the Soviet Union. But the United States has not won a gold medal since then. It's been a long time. Again, 46 years. And it's been a very long time here for the U.S. looking to bounce back. No problem, Prolins. Thank you for tuning into my stream. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Sean. As always, I appreciate all the kind words. 8:38 left to go in the first period in this Olympic gold medal game. Yeah, definitely. United States definitely want to bounce back here. This is their first time they've medaled since 2010. Canada hasn't, I don't believe, when was the last time? Did they win in 2014? That might be the last time. Face-off here in the United States zone after we get a brief line change. It's won then by the United States and cleared all the way back to center. Now Makar over then off the boards for McDavid. Connor McDavid through center to Celebrini. Cross-ice pass deflected up in the air. Now banked out away to center. Shots are 7-2 in favor of Canada. They've pretty much taken advantage here these last couple minutes. Now Celebrini will bank this one off the boards through center. Stolen back then by Matthews. Matthews, cross-ice pass to Boldy. Intercepted by Celebrini. Now McDavid plays it back. McKinnon comes in, looks, waits. Celebrini now pass in front. And bank back down low, then into the corner. Here's Boldy now, who will clear that one off the boards back into the Canada zone. Now Shea Theodore. Back down low then for Sanheim. Sanheim off the boards to center. Broken up then by Canada. Theodore Over then for Bennett. Bennett comes in, dekes through the zone, tries to get it in front. It's broken up then by Quinn Hughes, who will move it now through center. Hughes off the boards to Tkachuk. Tkachuk will attempt to backhand it down low. It's taken then by McAvoy. McAvoy over then for Hughes below the line. Pass up ahead then, 3-on-2 developing for the U.S. Brady up top, McAvoy to Matthew, pass over! And they can't convert. Too many passes there by the United States. And they nearly made it a 2-0 lead. Here's Parayko back down low then to the right side. Now battling forward Harley, who will join the pressure for Canada. Brady Tkachuk will steal that puck, attempt to clear it out to center. He'll get it on the right side. Turnover in front. Suzuki a shot. That one's wide of Connor Hellebuyck. Now Brady Tkachuk will bank it off the boards for Matthew, who will just dump that one down low into the Canada zone. And now Werenski holds it down low here for the United States. Will clear it. Stolen back then by Canada. Nick Suzuki takes the puck. Dumps it around now behind the net. Werenski takes it back for the U.S. Nelson will play it back down low for Sanderson. Sanderson off the boards for Clayton Keller, who tried to play that one down low. Now Makar in the corner. Stolen back then by Suzuki. Up for Taze. Taze will dump it down low then into the United States zone. Werenski steals it back behind the net. 6:10 left to go here in period number 1. Here's Miller for Trocheck, who will dump it down low. Now below the line, Miller picks it up, feeds it up to the point, or at least he tries to. Now down low, Trocheck looks in front. Miller, a shot saved by Binnington, and stolen back by Taze, who will clear all the way back down into the United States zone. Racing forward with speed is Seth Jarvis. Battling forward on the right side. Stolen back then by Slavin. Here's Jacob Slavin with speed. Through the neutral zone. Back over then to Trocheck. Trocheck cross-ice pass. Broken up then by Canada. Jarvis all the way back to center. Now off the boards and dumped down low then by Larkin. Cleared into the Canada zone. Thomas Harley up top. Boldy will dump it around behind the net. Then played back over for Gensel. Stolen back by Celebrini, who will backhand it ahead. Here comes Connor McDavid with speed. Passing from McKinnon over to Celebrini. Can't convert, as tying him up there was Matthews. Now Quinn Hughes will steal it back and get it back to center. It is definitely a fast game indeed. A lot of just back and forth action. Close chances for both sides. And the only one that's crossed the goal line is Matt Boldy. Here's Nathan McKinnon. Up top, Sanheim fires it, gloved by Hellebuyck with 4:49 to go. Standing tall here is Connor Hellebuyck to open up this opening period. Thank you all for tuning in. Like the stream down below if you're new. It'll bring more people into the commentary. We're at 53 likes already. That is crazy. And of course, subscribe down below if you're new. As you can see up here, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Last couple of weeks have been unbelievable, and I am so excited. And again, we do another throwback to the Four Nations face-off. These two teams faced off twice. The United States took them down the first time. Canada won the second game that mattered more in the final. Fun fact, in that game, our Watch with Nordic commentary stream of that, it averaged 715 views. And only 17 people was the view high count. So the fact that we've gone from about 17 people in a commentary stream to nearly 300 in here, crazy stuff. What's up, Lori? My girlfriend's mom's in the chat. 4:49 left to go in the first period. Again, they're cleaning the ice here yet again. And immediately you can tell that Canada is getting the more offensive zone pressure, but the United States are doing a really good job at covering the D. They're getting in all those areas. They're playing the right way. Shots 8-3 in favor of the Canadians. Go USA. Love to hear that. Welcome to the stream, John. Face-off coming up here now. It'll be in the United States zone. What a great start here to this one tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know I keep saying tonight. I'm just so used to saying that. With all the commentaries we've done at night this morning. Face-off here now in the United States zone. Shots are 8-3 in favor of Canada. Marchand tried to feed a pass in front. Stolen back then by Eichel. Played ahead over for Quinn Hughes. Hughes breaks it through center. Try to dump that one down low. Tkachuk will clear it around behind the net. Eichel below the line in front. Broken up there by Taze. Taze will try and bank it out to center. Stolen back then by Matthew Tkachuk. Fires it on. Saved by Binnington. He will cover. Forgot to turn on the frickin' clock again. Hey, what's up, Austin? Got the stream on for your drive? Nice. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's my brother there in the stream. Shout out to my bro, Austin. Step it up, McDavid. Score for your country. Just here to say this is a defensive game. Go USA. Yup. Here early for the safety team. Good morning, Dealey. Much love for the 51st state. Go USA. Face-off here, won by McAvoy. Cleared wide of the net. Banked off the boards down low. Austin Matthews. Battling forward here. McKinnon now up top for McAvoy. 4:15 left to go in the first period. United States leads 1-0. McDavid battling forward at the line with Quinn Hughes. Played down low. Kept in the zone. Matthews down low to Boldy. Boldy in front. And Matthews could not convert. Binnington not taking any chances. He will cover. Exactly 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. This is going to be a very highly defensive game. You're not going to see a lot of 1-on-0 breakaways, a lot of 2-on-1s, and if you are, it's going to cost you. That's for sure. All right. Face off here again in the Canada zone. Won by Canada. They will pursue it to center. Faber here below the line. Played ahead then down low into the Canada zone. Yet again, another icing against the United States. Let me line up my clock here yet again. Take a look at the goalie comparisons here between these two guys in the Olympics. Again, we've covered them throughout this entire Olympics and throughout the Four Nations last year. It's the two guys who started last year, Binnington and Hellebuck. Jordan Binnington in 4 games played, 9-14. Connor Hellebuck in 5 games played, 9-47. Binnington hasn't really faced a lot of shots to really, give you an answer on that, Tom. Here's Sanheim now below the line, and that was kind of the example in Canada-Finland. I felt like Binnington played well. He just didn't face a lot of shots to have a great save percentage. And that's why his numbers look a little bit worse. But he's made big saves in big moments. Here's Nelson battling for it down low now with Connor McDavid. Played around then. Celebrini up for Miller. Faber battling forward here in the corner with Sanheim. They're trying to get it loose with 3:10 to go. Now McDavid tried to play it to the front. Broken up then by Slavin down low in the corner. Slavin battling forward with Celebrini. Kick back up top. Through center, Brock Nelson. Nelson comes in, still has the puck, fires it on. And that one is off the boards and wide. Whistle blown here. I think we have a penalty coming up. We do. And this penalty is going to be against Canada. Shea Theodore, 2 minutes for hooking. The United States will go to the power play. This is a huge opportunity here for the USA to expand their lead further, put themselves in front. We'll see if they take advantage. And yeah, hooking there on Shea Theodore. He gets Nelson up top. I understand the play. Again, you just don't want to let him go directly 1-on-0 into your own zone. But that's a costly penalty there taken by the Golden Knights defenseman. And a power play ensues here for the USA. Tage Thompson, who scored a power play goal in the game against Slovakia on Friday. Face-off here now won by the U.S. This is very vital to the game. Down low now with the puck. Thompson stolen back by Taze. Taze cleared around to the right side. Eichel down low. Matthews in front. Too many passing. And they can't get the shot on and cleared all the way back into the U.S. zone. United States, 4 for 14 on the power play, 29% here in these Olympic Games. Austin Matthews through center, cross-ice pass to Tkachuk. Tkachuk for Matthews below the line. Cleared around to the right side. Thompson out to center. Canada's PK, 72%. Here's Quinn Hughes. Into the zone now up top. Down low to Tkachuk. Tkachuk for Matthews. Matthews to Matthew Tkachuk. Now Matthews. Matthews to Hughes. United States just moving the puck around. Halfway through the power play. Eichel to Thompson. Thompson trying to throw a pass in front. Blocked by Harley. USA gets it back. Eichel moves in. Down low Thompson. Shot. Saved by Bennington. And it's cleared back out to center. Thought Bennington had it covered, but nope. Here's Quinn Hughes. Holding it here now in the neutral zone. Banking it back down low. It's stolen back then by Parayko, who will clear it off the boards. United States has to wait to get onside. They get their second unit out there on the ice. 30 seconds to go. Shots 8-5. Gensel brings it down low. Banked off the boards. And Werenski will now clear it back. Gensel, cross-ice pass for Hughes. Quinn Hughes fires it on. I'm not sure if that got on Bennington. Now Hughes in front for Gensel up top. Werenski back to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes waits, fires it, and back down low to the corner. Tkachuk below the line. Pass to Gensel in front. Couldn't convert. Boldy cleared up to the point. Penalty is over. Now a 3-on-2 developing for Canada. Stone racing forward into the zone as they just decide to dump it down low. And it's blown dead for an icing with 48 seconds to go. So again, here in the final minute of the first period, Canada with a big penalty kill there. That was very, very crucial. And again, if Matthews just shot that puck, could have had a better luck there. Trying to get it over. That would have been a good backdoor play if they could have converted, but they could not. Matt Boldy scored for the U.S. I wouldn't know. Matt Boldy. 350 people here in this commentary stream. Thank you all so much for your continued support. This is going to be a good one. And it already has been so far. Shots 8-6 in favor of Canada. The United States are creeping up there, though. Face off in the Canada end. Miller will fire it on. That one's blown dead due to a violation. And we will replay. We will redo that. Be sure to vote on the poll who you think is going to win the game. It is in the comment section of the stream. Here's Miller, a shot saved by Bennington. He will cover with 45 to go. I will cancel that poll at the end of the first. So you have about 2 minutes or so to cast your final votes. Sounds like an election. $173 people voted. Wow, the majority is in favor of the U.S. Face-off here now, won by the U.S. McAvoy will clear it around into the corner. Now playing it down low in the corner. Miller's tied up with 35 seconds to go. Puck stuck in the corner still. Harley will clear it all the way back to center. McDavid racing for that puck. Slavin gets to it first. Now down low, McAvoy with 20 seconds to go. Slavin off the boards through center. Doughty picks it back up. Drew Doughty waits. Stolen back then by Nelson, who forces a turnover. Brock Nelson comes in. Pass in front for Tkachuk. Can't get a shot. And now at the point chance is blocked. Down low now into the corner. 5 seconds left. Celebrini one last chance. And not enough time. That will do it for the first period here in Milan. Matt Boldy splits the D and gets the only goal through 20 minutes of play. 1-0 lead for the United States here in the gold medal game. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the start of the second period momentarily. And the poll comes to a close. It was 182 votes. 55% of you voted the United States. 45% of you voted Canada. Thank you all so much for your continued support. And we're chilling here in intermission. How are we feeling? That was a great first period. Matt Boldy opens up the scoring. What was it? 6 minutes in? Exactly 6 minutes in at that. And he makes it a 1-0 lead for the USA. Austin Matthews, big assist. Again, he's got a lot to prove here in this one. Yep, intermish. That's what we have it as. All right. So getting ready for period number 2. Thank you all for your support on this one. Again, it's been a phenomenal last couple of weeks with the Olympic Games and all of that stuff. I really enjoyed the commentaries and what you guys have been doing for me. I really appreciate it. And now we look ahead to the second period. I thought that was a well-played period. Canada really got the shots in early, but Boldy splits the D, gets in there on the first shot, and makes it a 1-0 lead for the U.S. Really great play. And then again, a power play for the U.S. They got shots on. They struggled to keep the puck in the zone the first minute. But as soon as they got it locked down, they were moving it well, creating chances. I thought they were doing a good job at that. Oh my gosh. As always, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Let's go Canada from Beaver Lodge, Alberta. Nice. We're at 76 likes here on this commentary. Competing with a lot of different people here on this stream as well. Wow, there's a lot of people live today. All right. So with that being said, again, obviously with the Olympics winding down, we get ready for the NHL to return. We have 4 NHL commentaries before the end of February. I knew I said I would reveal the schedule today. We got Sabres versus Devils and Oilers versus Ducks in the return on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, Lightning versus Hurricanes and Sharks versus Flames as well are the games on Thursday the 26th. So 4 commentary streams here on the channel for the NHL before the end of February. And then we get loaded up and ready for March. And that's going to be a fun month for sure. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, a lot of different people live today, though. I've noticed that. All right. That was a great period of hockey for sure. Both sides played very, very well. Yeah, guys, hit the like button down below. Let me update the all-time score sheet. Coughing. Greetings from your retirement home in Vietnam. What's up? Hoop Mystic. All right. So Matt Boldy from Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes makes it 1-0 United States. Let me update the all-time score sheet here on my channel. Matt Boldy. That's his 9th goal in a commentary stream, assisted by Austin Matthews. Who else but Matthews, for sure? Mike Ruzioni saying this is the United States time here on the commentary. All right, just giving myself a second to cool down, rest my voice here a little bit. We were going for like forever in that period, so. Any questions you guys have for me? Anything you guys want to talk about? Again, 1-0 USA. Quinn Hughes with that secondary assist, too. Again, that's a guy making a difference who wasn't in the game initially for the U.S. in the Four Nations final. It is great to see him here. Perfect. All right, now we take a little chill pill. Now that I updated the commentary stream. 12 minutes to go till the start of the second. All right. Do this really quick. $350, nope. And then yesterday's USA-Slovakia stream got 38,000 views. Or sorry, 30,000 views. Not 38. That was the US-Slovakia. And Finland-Slovakia got 30,000 views. Thank you all so much for that. Greatly appreciated. LA Kings fan, you happy with Panarin? Artemi Panarin obviously on the Kings now. Do it for the Caniacs. Yeah, you got Jacob Slavin in there. And Jarvis is in for Canada. What day is it? 23rd? 22nd? Doing my notes really quick. All right, there we go. All right. As you see here, 10 minutes till the start of the second period. It was Boldy who opened the scoring. 1-0 United States. Stupid bots. Yeah, Portal Day, that's right. Should do highlight clips. I usually do, but I can't because of the Olympics. I would post like commentary highlight clips, but I can't because of the Olympics. Usually, again, if you go to my channel, you look at some of my shorts that I have up, you'll see some reels of me calling calls. Like yesterday, I called an American Hockey League game, and I post some of my calls on there, but I can't because of the Olympics. I'll get copyright, and I'm not trying to get banned. So, but don't worry, for the playoffs and after the Olympics are done, excuse me, we'll be doing that for sure. Yeah, defense has been great. Really great defensive period by the United States. Shots were even in that period, actually, 8-8. So it wasn't like it was a lopsided period in favor of Canada. The shots were dead even. This is a dead even period. The U.S. were just the ones that struck first. Yeah, I get copyright, but we're definitely going to be doing a lot of those highlight clips when the NHL season returns because I can do those. Those aren't copyrighted. What I'll do is I'll record the clip of me calling the goal, find the clip of the goal, edit it, post it on social media. Usually it'll rack me up like 500 views per short. That's why I like to do them. Advice for other YouTubers: use YouTube Shorts. Shorts are like a view cheat code. For sure. 5,000 views here on this commentary stream through 20 minutes of play. There's the women's team who won the gold medal. They're waiting for the men's to do the same. Here watching this game here in Milan. Just showed them on my screen. That's pretty cool. And again, that women's game was the best commentary we've ever had on the channel. Maybe this one will beat it out. Yeah, it's been a nuts couple of days here for the channel. I've been up since like 5:30 in the morning just getting ready for this. And like, how do you get ready for a stream like this? Like, I really don't know. I kind of just got up and did all the things I needed to do and got ready for this one. I don't want to say like all of the stuff that I say in here just comes naturally, but like I don't really do that much prepping besides like, you know, making the graphics and all that, all this up here, this down here. But I did that all last night. And this is kind of just for me, like, you know, I have an idea of what I want to say. I don't really give it too much thought. I used to, back in the day, back in like the first year that we were doing live streams. But now it all just comes naturally, to be honest with you. And I know that sounds kind of corny, but it's true. No problem, Doug. Thank you, Lori. Also, I believe, Rick, you donated $2 at the beginning of the stream, right? Let me put that in here. Thank you, Rick, for that, by the way. I forgot to mention that off rip. Yeah, going with my gut. I try not to give the calls too much thought. I've realized that when I think about a call, sometimes I screw it up. There's been a couple of times where I've screwed up a commentary call. Where I try to think about what I want to say in my head. I kind of just go with what comes, honestly. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Go USA. Got 83 likes on this commentary. Hope for a great second period. Was Devon Tays on the USA goal? No. It was Boldy from Matthews and Hughes. Quinn Hughes, that is. By the way, this is the final game here in the the final event all around in the entire Olympics. Every other event has concluded. This game will happen and the closing ceremonies will go down at 3:30. And then everybody will shift back to the United States. We'll get Monday and Tuesday off. And then Wednesday we'll be back to NHL hockey. And as well as that too, live commentary. Second period coming up after these last couple minutes of the first intermission. See my Canes jersey? Yep, got the Canes jersey back there. I got a jersey for all 32 teams. What's up, Senators Production? How you doing? Going to the Sens skill competition? Cool. All right. Second period, 2.5 minutes. Let's start getting ready for that. Look here at the analytics. Thank you all for your support through the first period of this one. About 5,000 views here on the commentary. I appreciate it. Canada's going down. We shall see what this second period brings on. But I got a feeling this game is going to go to a whole nother level. Costa Rica loves United States hockey. Yes, sir. Welcome to the stream, Papagayo. So fired up on zero sleep. Yeah, I saw your Miracle post, Matt. That's tough. I gotta watch that. I haven't seen Miracle in a while. It's been a hot minute. All right. Great first period from both sides. United States were the only one that got the puck across the goal line. Matt Boldy came in. He split the D. Flipped the puck up on his stick. Got it down past the defense. Went forehand, backhand. Just around Jordan Bennington's right pad. Thought it was 5-hole initially. But it was not. All right, almost ready for the start of the second period here between Canada and the United States. Now we're looking at a mic'd up Brady Tkachuk. Tkachuk brothers, obviously two of the NHL's highly coveted brothers. I'd say the most well-known. Maybe the Hughes brothers are better. Alrighty, let's get ready for the start of the second period here between Canada and the United States here in the Olympic gold medal games. First period recap. The only goal was scored by Matt Boldy, who came in and split the D just 6 minutes in to the opening period. And it is a 1-0 lead for the U.S. through 20 minutes of play. And we get ready for the start of period number 2 here between these two sides. And it was a good first period. I expect Canada to come out with a lot more tenacity and a lot more speed. And hopefully they will play that here in this one. Second period is underway here in Milan. All right, and the puck will be dropped in just a moment. Talking to Marner in the back was the referee. And here we go. Face-off won by the United States. Quinn Hughes off the boards and dumped back down low into the Canada zone. Parayko off the boards. Harley will clear that one all the way back into the United States zone with 19:49 to go. Hellebuck behind the net then for Quinn Hughes. Hughes will break it through center. Up ahead then for Eichel. Eichel down low. Shoots it. Saved by Bennington. Stolen back then by Marner. Marner now below the line will try and bank it off the boards and attempt to get it to center. Eichel for Tkachuk. Tkachuk back to Quinn Hughes. Hughes will dump that one down low to the Canada zone. Icing here against the United States to start off this second. And again, really good movement here by the United States in that first period. I felt like there were a couple times where they were passing the puck a little bit too much. And again, you got to be better at that. You got to be able to get shots on even when it doesn't look like the most optimal opportunity, but also be able to pass that puck when the chance comes to you and when you have that lane. But if you get a clear opportunity in front, shoot it. Face-off here won by Canada, blown dead due to a violation. We will resume play. I believe it is 1921, I guess. Yeah, I guess they blew that dead right away. I'm not sure why, though. Face-off's going to come outside of the United States zone as they move it out after a hand pass. Face-off here now is again won by the U.S. Sanderson off the boards to center. Back into the Canada zone. Another icing here against the United States. 19:14 now left to go. And again, slowly running down the clock is John Cooper and his Canada team. Cooper and Rick Tocchet, alongside Pete DeBoer, Bruce Cassidy, are part of the coaching staff. Face-off here now in the United States zone is won by Canada. Makar clears it around behind the net. Sanderson back to Werenski. Now Celebrini tried to play it down low. Stolen back then by JT Miller over to Sanderson, who will dump it into the zone. Now Devon Tays back behind the net then. Makar tried to bank it off the boards. Miller battling for it now with McDavid. McKinnon throws it ahead then for Tays. Tays on the right side for Faber. Broken up then at the line. Now ahead, McKinnon. Into the zone. Drop pass back. McDavid shoots it. Saved by Hellebuyck. The rebound went just wide of the net. Now down low, Miller. Off the boards for Trocheck. Trocheck will backhand that one to center. Stolen back then by Makar. Makar to Theodore. Back to Makar. Makar off the boards for McDavid. McDavid will backhand it around behind the net then for Faber. Faber cleared around then for Miller. Cross ice pass to Slavin. Slavin breaks it through neutral zone. Shoots it wide of Binnington. Off the boards now Matthews. Picked up then in the corner. Jake Sanderson gets it back then for the U.S. Now Matthews feeds it up top. Werenski, cross ice pass to Sanderson. Fires it wide yet again of Binnington. And back into the United States zone. Hey, thank you, Lori, for the $20 donation. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Here's Larkin now down low in the corner. Back for Gensel. Gensel in the Canada zone. Parayko steals it back. Banks it off the boards. Then back to Quinn Hughes. Now Parayko battling forward with Gensel. Gensel clears it down low. Parayko back to Quinn Hughes. And United States gets forced out of the zone back into the Canada end here. Charlie McAvoy off the boards then for Larkin. Larkin to Hughes. Back down low now. Thomas Harley trying to get back to that puck. Now Jack Hughes plays it here in the corner. Hughes down low for Harley. Harley ahead then for Parayko. Parayko to center. Jarvis try to dump it down low. It's broken up then. Now Hagel racing forward into the zone. Great defense here by the United States. Tage Thompson trying to play it back to center. Makar keeps it in, fires it. That one's blocked. Jarvis up top to Tays. Makar at the point. Can't fire it on. USA will steal it back to center. Makar to Tays. Back to Makar. Makar cross ice pass for Jarvis. Jarvis comes in. Down low. Suzuki pass in front. Hagel runs into Hellebuyck. But it stays out. Here are the Tkachuk brothers through center. Brady and Matthew will dump it down low into the Canada zone. Makar. Pass up then for Jarvis. Jarvis into the zone. Battling for it now in the corner. Try to feed it in front. Stolen back then by Austin Matthews. Tkachuk to center. Matt Boldy carries it ahead and dumps it down low into the zone. Doughty now battling for it in the corner. Shots 9-9 here in this second period. United States still with that 1-0 lead. Mark Stone will clear it down low then into the U.S. zone. Now Sanderson battling forward with Marner. Cleared around then behind the net. Boldy on the right side up top. Sanheim down low to Stone. Stone up top. Doughty waits. Fires it. Saved by Hellebuyck. Rebounds there in front. And cleared just wide. McDavid. Right side. Cross ice pass broken up by Boldy. Up ahead then. Gensel off the boards for Matthews. Matthews battling forward here in the corner now. Doughty below the line for Sanheim. Sanheim for Marner. Marner down low. Stone. Pass in front. Broken up then by Eichel. Now Jack Eichel here in the corner. Played ahead then up to the point. Harley back for Wilson. A shot. And that one goes wide. Now Tkachuk. Up top Marner. Mitch Marner. Cross ice pass. Harley comes in. Shoots it. Off of Hellebuyck and wide. Now Canada trying to pick it up here down low. It's Parayko. In the corner, battling forward with Eichel on the right side. Marchand gets it back. Moves to center. Saved by Hellebuyck with the pad. Jack Eichel now feeds it back to center. Boldy trying to clear it down low. Stolen back by Harley. Harley off the boards to Wilson. Harley fires it. Blocked in front. Now Brady Tkachuk banks it off the boards then for Boldy, who will move it through center and dumping it down low into the Canada zone. Jordan Binnington now behind the net, back for Makar. Time winding down here in period number 2. About 6 minutes gone. 1-0 U.S. Makar behind the net then to Horvat. Try to play it down low. Battling forward in the corner. Horvat. Below the line. Poke checked away then by the United States. Now Reinhardt fires it on. Saved by Hellebuyck yet again. Miller will clear all the way back into the Canada zone. Tays will throw it to center. Turnover. Nelson a shot and goes wide of Bennington. And a bad turnover there for Cale Makar. Nearly was fatal. Now below the line. Horvat a shot wide of Hellebuck. Jarvis will dump it around now behind the net. Picked back up then by McKinnon. McKinnon up top. Theodore a shot. Blocked. Now they get it back. Here's Sanheim. Now to McKinnon. McKinnon to Theodore. Theodore down low. Sanheim saved by Hellebuck. Nathan McKinnon at the point who won the game for Canada in the semis. Up top to Theodore. Tied it. He can't keep it in the zone. It'll slide all the way back to center. Shea Theodore back down low. Canada will regroup with the puck. Off the boards is Celebrini. Celebrini back up top. Nathan McKinnon. Here below the line. Pass back for McAvoy is intercepted. Off the boards now. And Matthews will clear to center. Parayko. Off the boards for McDavid. McDavid to Celebrini to center. Cross ice pass to McKinnon. Poke checked by Larkin. Now Jack Hughes. Holds it here for the U.S. Thrown to center. Matthews to Larkin will dump it down low. Haven't been able to update the shots. 13-10 in favor of the United States. Here's Thompson. Fires it. Saved by Bennington. Rebounds there. Bennington covers. With 12:46 to go, we just went for about 8 minutes straight there without a whistle to start this second period. Holy smokes, what a game we got so far. U.S. still leads 1-0. You can just see it. Phenomenal defensive game by the United States. Again, Canada's getting shots, but they're not really getting them from the high danger areas. Great defensive game by the U.S. so far. They've really held Canada out of this one. Now they'll clean the ice here. Here's Meredith Gaudreau and her family here tonight. Late father Johnny probably would have been in these Olympics had he not passed away nearly 2 years ago. And it's always great to see that family out here supporting this United States team who is looking to win it for Johnny. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below. Like the stream as well. We are at 95 likes, nearly at 100. It helps out the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We've got nearly 400 people in the chat watching this one tonight. Again, thank you all so much for your continued support. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, you check out the sub count. We are nearly 120 subscribers away from 5,000, which is nuts. And a costly turnover by Devon Tays as we look back to that. It was nearly made a 2-0 game, but Jordan Bennington with a big save in front. And that was a real nearly costly turnover for Tays. And that honestly could have put the game away. You never know. Again, I said it once, I'll say it again. Canada allowed the first goal in the game against Czechia and Finland. This is not over. Not even in the slightest. They will clean the ice here real quick, and we'll get back to play in just a moment. Face-off coming up here now in the Canada zone. It'll be Bennett versus Larkin. Face-off is won back by Canada. Now Tom Wilson will backhand this one to center. Racing forward with speed was Martian off the boards. McAvoy back over for Thompson. Cross ice to Hughes. Hughes comes in, can't fire it. Wilson steals it back. Ahead then for Marchand. Dekes in, can't get there in time as he's knocked off the puck. Here's Larkin through center. He gets knocked down by Wilson. Now Thompson gets it back up top. Quinn Hughes circles this one around down low. Shoots it. Saved by Bennington with the pad. Played ahead to center. Now Jack Hughes. Down low now below the line. Hughes to Larkin. Back to Hughes. Hughes in front. Thompson a backhand just wide. Larkin battling for it down low now with Harley. Off the boards, Parayko. Cleared back ahead, Wilson. Through center and banked back down into the United States zone. Ooh, sorry, I forgot to start my clock. My apologies. 11:47 left to go in this second period. Plenty of chances for both sides. It's been a fun one. Only one goal so far, and it comes from Matt Boldy in the U.S. Puck is backhanded down low, then into the Canada zone. Makar battling for it down low with Taze. Devon Taze now behind the net off the boards. Makar stolen back then by Tkachuk. Shot on. Goes off of Brady and down low to the corner. Now Eichel. Up top Slavin. Back over then at the point. Cleared down low by Faber. Brady Tkachuk battling for it with Taze. Boldy. Below the line. Clears it around now behind the net. Faber now down low in the corner. Taze battling for it also. Nearly halfway through this second period and the game itself. Gold medal. Here's Connor McDavid. Breakaway the other way. He's in! Saved by Hellebuck. He denies the best player in the world. And Canada still held scoreless. Here's Gensel now. Fumbles the puck. McDavid racing for it with speed. Penalty coming up. And it's against the United States. Power play coming up for Canada. And it is coming at the biggest possible time. It is Jake Gensel to the box for holding. And a massive power play coming up for Team Canada. And Connor McDavid all of a sudden was sent on a 1-0 breakaway, was robbed by Connor Hellebuck. Oh my God, does it get any better than that? Scarborough kid listening from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Go Canada. Love to hear that, man. Welcome to the stream. We got 500 people in this commentary on the dot. 100 likes. Thank you all so much. Still got a long way to go here in this commentary, but boy, it's been a lot of fun. Canada power play coming up, and this is huge. Face-off. Won by Canada. Down low in the corner, McKinnon on the right side. Battling for it now with Sanderson. Cleared back all the way down low into the Canada zone. Canada's power play 7 for 16 here in this tournament. Through center, Makar comes in, broken up, still has the puck. Down low behind the net, McAvoy battling for it. Delayed penalty coming here again, and it's against the U.S. Charlie McAvoy to the box for hooking, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Canada. Oh my gosh. 5-on-3 coming up for the Canadians. And this is a primal opportunity. If they can't score on this, I don't know. I don't know. 2-man advantage for Team Canada. There's a lot of time to go in the game. But if you can't convert on a 5-on-3, it's not looking good here for Canada. 1:33 of power play time. Of 5-on-3 time at that. And a massive kill and a massive power play coming up for the United States. Face-off. Won by the U.S. Hellebuck back over then for Faber, who will clear right off the draw. Grabbing it then is Bennington. Bennington will give it to Makar. The United States are famous for their perfect PK. Here's Celebrini. Down below the line, pass up top, McKinnon. Halfway through the game, Makar to McKinnon, a drive, and that one goes wide and back out. Makar picks it back up then for the United States. Stolen back then down low. Faber off the boards and all the way back down low. Bennington for Makar. Shots 14-13 in favor of Canada. McKinnon into the zone to Celebrini. Celebrini to Makar. They'll set up. Makar to McDavid. McDavid down low. Celebrini to McDavid. Back to Celebrini. Celebrini to McDavid. McDavid to Celebrini. A drive. Saved by Hellebuck, who keeps that corner tucked and cleared by the United States. Here's Connor McDavid with 30 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. McDavid drops it back. McKinnon looks to Theodore. Theodore down low to Celebrini. Celebrini up top. Theodore. Down low, McDavid. McDavid, pass up top. Theodore to Celebrini. Saved by Hellebuck. The rebound is cleared away. Whistle blown. As I believe the referee just stopped it because he thought Hellebuck covered. Now 8 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Unbelievable. Unbelievable commentary. What a period. Plenty of opportunities there for Canada. They could not get one past Hellebuck. Shots are 16-13. 8:40 left to go. I know my clock's off by a second. Don't worry. I'll get it back on. U.S. 8 seconds away from getting some reinforcements back. Face-off here in the United States zone. It's won by Canada. Makar up top. Pass back Marner. Marner to Makar. Makar moves in. Shot. And Marchand can't tuck the rebound wide. That'll do it for the first penalty. Here's Makar up top. Down low now Marner. Marner waits. Marchand looks. Fires it. And denied by Hellebuck. And cleared by the United States. 15 seconds to go on the power play. The States are about to survive. Here's Marner now through center. Cleared down low then into the United States end. Icing against Canada as they are on the power play. 5 seconds to go on the Canada power play. The United States are about to kill off a huge power play here. Unbelievable sequence. Connor Hellebuck having one hell of a hockey game. The second penalty was on McAvoy for hooking. He is still in the box. Face-off coming up here now in the Canada zone. And again, I just got to say, what a kill by the United States. They held their own against these top Canadian players. Face-off here now, won by the United States. Parayko holds it here down low, penalty killed. Mitch Marner now through center, comes in, shot off of Hellebuck and out of play. We will head to commercial, 7:57 left to go. Does it get any better than this? Gold medal game, 1-0 United States. And what a kill there for that USA PK, which, by the way, has been perfect through this entire tournament. 100% success rate the whole way through. It's been absolutely phenomenal. We have 600 people here in this stream. Unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. Like the stream down below. Subscribe if you're new. Keep it coming. Keep them coming. Thank you, LH. Go USA. Yeah, that USA PK, scary. It's been perfect. Canada's got to break that. And that was a missed opportunity there for Canada. A very, very fatal one. And that could be the decider. It's a 1-0 lead for the U.S. Connor Hellebuck has settled in. He has settled in. What a game this is. Connor Hellebuck, 17 saves on 17 shots. 7:57 left to go here in the second. Face-off. Coming here in the United States zone once again. Shot 17-14 actually, my apologies. Face-off here now won by the U.S. Quinn Hughes now below the line. Hughes off the boards to McAvoy. McAvoy through center to Matthews. Matthews fires it off of Bennington's blocker and wide. Down low in the corner now, Hagel. will clear all the way back into the U.S. zone. Racing for it was Wilson. He can't get there in time. Icing as I think McAvoy ran into him. And Wilson gets up, starts talking to the referees. Canada, you can tell they're starting to get a little bit frustrated, which is very understandable. The U.S. has played really well. Canada's got their chances, but there's been a lot of blocked shots by the U.S. Connor Hellebuyck's played incredible. He's locked things down. 7.5 still to go here. Face-off won by the States. It'll come back out to center. McAvoy will dump it back down low, then into the Canada zone. Parayko off the boards. Tkachuk steals it back. Try to play that one into the corner. Now Bennett off the boards. Wilson will clear back to center. Racing for it then is Hagel. Hagel battling for it now with McAvoy. Tkachuk back to Gensel. Gensel for Matthews. Matthews will clear that one down low, then into the Canada zone. Sanheim battling for it also. Cleared all the way back to center. Brock Faber holds it down. Now Slavin off the boards to center. Eichel battling for it then with Sanheim. Shot on, saved by Binnington. Up top, another chance. Denied there as well. Cleared back to the right side. Slavin around behind the net. Sanheim picks it back up. Up top, now Tkachuk will dump it down low for Theodore. Theodore over then for Sanheim. Cleared back up top. Poke checked away. Now holding it in his own zone. Faber off the boards for Eichel. Bank back into the Canada zone yet again. About 6 minutes to go in period number 2. It is massively imperative that Canada gets a goal here. They need a goal here late in this second. Here's Werenski. Cleared back into the Canada zone. Icing against the United States. With 6:05 on the clock. Showing off the young rookie, Macklin Celebrity. 10 points in 5 games played in this Olympic tournament. Has had himself a great one. And that's a real MVP finalist right now. Maybe I am trying to do that. I just want a good game. I don't really care who wins, honestly. Face-off here now in the United States zone. Won by Werenski. We'll bank that one up top. Makar, cross ice. Tays a shot. Saved by Hellebuyck. Now down low to the corner. Marner picks it up. Marner off the boards then for Suzuki. Suzuki down low. Cleared behind the net. Pass in front from Stone is blocked. Stone. Back to Makar. Makar to Stone. Shoots it. Saved by Hellebuyck. Rebounds there in front. Now Sanderson tries to clear, kept in by Canada. Makar down low. Marner pass over, and Tays can't convert. Now jabbing at that puck on Hellebuyck. Suzuki steals it back down low. Marner for Suzuki, trying to throw a pass in front. Taken back then by Werenski, and poke check to center. Shots 19-15 in favor of Canada. Here's Suzuki, a shot off the boards and out of play. Shots. Sorry, 5:13 left to go. Yeah, I forgot the clock. I apologize. We will step aside once again. A little over 5 minutes to go in period number 2, the United States, with their 1-goal lead even still. Shots 21-15. Phenomenal play from Connor Hellebuyck. Has stopped all 21 shots that have come his way here in this one. Wow. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. We do commentary streams for all 32 NHL teams here on the channel. Most points by a single defenseman in the Olympics. Quinn Hughes at number 1 with 8. He's been phenomenal. Time on ice leaders as well in the gold medal game. Quinn Hughes has played 23 minutes here tonight. Second to that is, Hughes has played 12 minutes tonight. Second to that is Cale Makar. Face-off coming up here now in the United States zone once again. Canada needs a goal. Definitely the best two teams in the world. There's no doubt about that. We got 750 people here in this commentary. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Means the world to me as a young kid. Trocheck versus Horvat. Here in the United States zone. Face-off now, won by Canada. Celebrini battling for it now. Banks it up top. Parayko shoots it. Glove by Hellebuck through the traffic. Showing off some of the people now in the stands. Wayne Gretzky there for Canada, sitting in a suite. He was on the panel in the pregame talking to Mike Tirico. I'm sure there's a lot of different celebrities here in the crowd also. Face off again now. Parayko up top. Harley fires it on. Blocked. Cleared back to the right side. Harley dumps it around then behind the net. McDavid battling for with Hughes. McDavid up top. Harley right side Parayko. Parayko down low into the corner. McAvoy battling for it. Celebrini in front. Denied. Rebounds there. Jabbing at that puck. And it's cleared. 4.5 minutes to go in the second. Dumped into the zone again then by Thomas Harley. Off the boards, United States get it back to center. What a play. What a sequence by the U.S. Phenomenal defense. 4:19 left to go. Quinn Hughes down low here now in the corner. Broken through center, Larkin. 4 minutes to go. Larkin battling for it in the corner, trying to get that puck free. Up to Thompson. Thompson now behind the net, battling for it with Sanheim. Bennett picks it up now, gives it up for Doughty. Doughty over then for Wilson. Backhanded down low and cleared into the United States zone. Puck is banged back into the Canada end. Makar. Back down low then for Taze. Taze off the boards for Stone. Stone to Makar. Makar to McDavid. McDavid in front. And Makar nearly had a chance there. Cleared back up top. Taze over to Makar. Makar to McDavid. McDavid looks. Now Taze. Taze to McDavid again. Back up top. Taze to Makar. Makar at the point. Back to McDavid. McDavid below the line. Pass in front. Saved by Hellebuck. And I thought for a split second he got it through that little opening there on Hellebuck's side, but he did not. And Connor Hellebuck, who has played absolutely phenomenal. 24 saves on 24 shots. And some fighting here down low behind the USA net. Such an incredible game. Standing on his head. I'm at a loss for words. Connor Hellebuck, what a performance. Thank you, Tims. I appreciate it. I do the best I can. Couldn't do it without you guys. 3:08 left to go. Face-off coming here now in the United States zone. It's won by Canada. Up top, Makar shot. Blocked back down low. Now McAvoy to the right side. Larkin will clear to center. Taze on the right side off the boards to center. Broken up McKinnon. We'll drop it back to Taze over then for Makar. Makar on the right side. Bank back down low then into the United States zone. McAvoy ahead then for Eichel off the boards. And back down low to the Canada zone. Icing against the United States. Put it all on the line. Thank you, Larry. USA, USA. Give the stream a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. We are 110 subs away from 5K. We're pushing for it. We're getting there. Face-off coming here now in the United States zone. Eichel versus Horvat. Blow it dead already. Add some time back to the clock. Face-off. Won by the U.S. Off the boards now, Nelson. Played ahead for McAvoy. McAvoy off the boards here through center. Now Nelson intercepted. Here comes Canada. Horvat broken up. McAvoy takes it back off the boards. And back down low then into the Canada zone. Cleared back down low then into the USA end. Hellebuck with 2:12 to go. Sanderson off the boards to center. Gensel steals it back. Cleared around now behind the net. Quinn Hughes to center. Tried to send Matthews on a breakaway. Couldn't convert. Now Quinn Hughes down low. Back up ahead then. And into the Canada zone. Another icing coming up against the United States. Again, you look at the last two times these teams have played each other in Olympic gold games. Canada defeated the United States 5-2 back in 2002 in Salt Lake City. And then in Vancouver, they defeated the United States 4-3 in overtime. The golden goal from Sidney Crosby. And they're missing their captain tonight. Here's Makar skating in, shoots it! He scores! Canada has tied the hockey game. Cale Makar, who else? 1-1. You can't hold them off for long. Cale Makar ties the game. And I said it. They need to come in here and get a goal late. Otherwise, I don't know. I thought after that 5-on-3, I thought he was going to hold it down forever. But Cale Makar tucks it past Hellebuck. Assist on that goal, his partner Devon Tays. And we are tied at 1. Do I even need to say that it's a massive goal for Canada? Tie game here in Milan. 1:30 to go in the second. Marchand clears it down low. Puck slides in there on Hellebuck just wide. And a whistle blown dead here with 1:30 to go. Let me match up my clock. And a big win by Bo Horvat off that draw. Actually, no, it was Boldy who threw that puck up. It was intercepted then by Tays. Pass to Makar. Skates right in. Scores. There you go. And that's what happens when you leave Cale Makar wide open. There you go. 1:33 left to go in this second period. Face-off will come outside of the United States zone. This game just got a lot more intense. That's for sure. Face-off here now outside of the United States zone. It's won by Canada. Off the boards, dump back down low to the U.S. zone. Hannafin off the boards up top. Harley looks, fires it on, blocked. Cleared all the way back up top. Parayko shoots it, blocked there by Nelson. Here's Larkin now through center, 3-on-2. Nelson tried to come in. Broken up around then behind the net. Marner battling for with Miller. Up top, Slavin. Down low in the corner. Miller up top to the point. Broken up there. And all the way back to center yet again. Here's Slavin. Off the boards. Last minute of play in the second period. USA has not gotten a shot here in the last couple of minutes. It's been all Canada. Here's McKinnon into the zone. Looping around now up top. Shot. Goes wide of Hellebuck. Now Tkachuk off the boards. Eichel up ahead then for Faber. Brock Faber comes in. Looks, waits up top. Tkachuk a shot. Save, rebounds in front. Down low to the corner. And now battling forward here with less than 30 to go on the clock. Cleared back to the right side. Hughes at the point. Holds it now, being tied up there by Jarvis. Eichel up top. Faber! They score! Wait, no, off the post! Are you serious? Off the crossbar was Brock Faber. I thought for a second, but no. Whistle blown with 5 seconds left for offsides. Constant back and forth. 2 posts and out for Brock Faber. Are you kidding me? We got 900 people in this commentary. What a game. A double doink for Brock Faber. 5.2 to go on the clock. Face-off coming here outside of the United States zone. Oop. Pressed it too soon. Face-off. Won by the U.S. Boldy will dump it down low. Saved by Bennington. And we head into the third period. Tied at 1. Possibly the biggest period of the decade coming up. Thank you, the live gamer. I appreciate it. Shots in that second period through 40 are now 27-16 in favor of Canada. What a game we have here in Milan. We will head to intermission, as it is a 1-1 game. Wow. There goes the clock. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. What a game. I'm at a loss for words. What a game. Huge goal for Canada right before the break. Stick around in the commentary. We'll go over the second period and get ready for the heavily anticipated third period coming up here in just a moment here in the gold medal game. Unbelievable sequence. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Also, like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. We are less than 100 subscribers away now from 5,000. Take a second here to just take a breather. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Cale Makar from Devon Tays ties the game for Canada. Breaks Connor Hellebuck's shutout. He's played incredible. And the United States with a massive third period ahead. They were I'm just going to say it, they were dominated in that second period. You got to come out better in this third. They were absolutely just hemmed in their own zone. They only had 8 shots in that second period. Canada had nearly 20. Got to come out better. Thank you, Caroline. You got to come out better. Cale Makar from Devon Tays makes it a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, my Lord. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll take a second just to take a breather, and we'll get ready for period number 3 here in a moment. Devon Tays with the assist on that goal. He made that that's the same pairing that made the mistake on the turnover that led to the Matt Boldy goal. So that first pairing there for Canada, making up for their mistakes, scoring that goal, that's going to come absolutely huge. And we are tied at 1 through 40 minutes of play. And a double post hit for Faber nearly made it A 2-1 game. I thought for a second that maybe, but nope. Awesome hockey game here tonight. Stay in the stream, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Read the comments here. 835 likes. Yeah, like the stream, guys. Wish I had a beer. This game makes you want to drink, huh? Yep, double post. Crazy. Crazy work. That's for sure. Yeah, have a game, Connor Hellebuck. Good Lord. $11 p.m. here in Korea. Wow. Watching from Korea? Jesus. Welcome to the commentary. I appreciate you being here. But oh my Lord, what a period that was. Absolutely nuts. Grateful for you all being here, tuning into my commentary. It's really appreciated. Who's scoring in the third? Who do you guys think scoring the game-winning goal in the third period? I feel like I'm feeling a Macklin Celebrini goal. Macklin Celebrini for Canada. For America, I think it's going to be Jake Gensel. If I had to choose between the two teams. Could go either way. Yup. May the best team win. Canada dominated the United States in that period. They got more shots. Although I know there was a 5-on-3 in there, but Canada is absolutely hemming the hell out of the United States. They got to play better. That's for sure. I really like the way that the States have played defense, but you just can't let Canada just hem you in the zone the entire time. You got to get down to the way, get offensive chances. Can't play that way. You just can't. But this is perfect. This is exactly the way I wanted it to be. Close, high shots, high pressure. You're on the edge of your seat the entire time. This is exactly what I wanted for a game like this. I love it. I mean, the United States, they're doing a good job at keeping pucks away and doing all that, but you let Canada just hem you in the zone. They have players that can just pressure you on and on and on and on. It felt like they scored that first goal, that it was just defense the entire way. You can't play like that. You gotta get shots. And now you definitely need to get shots. So a big third period coming up for both sides again. And one of the biggest accomplishments in sports is on the line. And yeah, missing Sidney Crosby does definitely blow for Canada. Yeah, big opportunity missed for Canada, but they answered back. They got Cale Makar to tie the game up. That was a big goal. And hopefully heading into this third period, maybe they can take the lead here yet again. Thank you all for tuning in. 186 likes. We're nearly at 200 likes on this commentary. Thank you all so much. I just misclicked and pressed on something different. Oops. Take Tage Thompson to score for the USA. Okay. Good pick. $80, 85 subscribers away from 5,000. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, it was a great period. Both teams playing really well. You saw, again, like Hellebuck, 26 saves on 27 shots. That adds up to a 963 save percentage. And then Jordan Bennington, 15 saves on 16 shots. He has a 938 save percentage also. Yeah, Canada was the better team in the second. I thought they were. The first period felt kind of even. The shots were 8-8. It was dead even there in that period. I think, again, heading into the third, it's just a matter of who gets that next goal. It's going to be very important, obviously. Let's go, Canada. The Turtle Chuck sisters will get a few penalties, and maybe Canada will score. I don't know. It wasn't them that took the penalties, though. Preparing for the closing ceremonies. They're showing off the arena there in Milan where the closing ceremonies will unfold. So we'll get the gold medal awarded. Yeah, I know. Turtle Chuck. That's a crazy statement. Let's go, USA. Love that. Oh, my eye. Yeah, maybe Canada can win it for Sid. We will find out. It's only 10 a.m. Jesus. Barely noon. Best part about this game is you can just be, once it's over, then we can watch, then I can watch the Phillies. Great game. Let's go USA from Berkshire, Massachusetts. Awesome. Catherine Tappan talking to Larkin. Captain for the Detroit Red Wings. Hey, somebody's got to work. Jesus, thank you for being in the stream while you're at work as I burp. Yeah, what a 40 minutes of play we have here. About 6.5 minutes to go to the start of the third. And it'll be a big third period. Maybe it'll be scoreless and we'll maybe get some extra time. We shall find out. Who knows? That'd be pretty great. Honestly, I would love that. The fact that we can't watch this game without shelling out our cash to NBC is absurd. Yeah, gotta have Peacock. It's not like horribly expensive. I think it's like I think I paid like $20, but again, like not everybody has that money to shell out. I'm just thankful because, you guys are very generous to me and I get to make money off of YouTube. That's what's paying for this subscription right now. I've said it before, all the money that we make in these streams and all that goes to the channel. Usually it's to pay for subscriptions, which is a little bit annoying. I don't really have enough money left over for equipment, but like all the money for the different subscriptions and all the different things you have to buy is just, it's nuts. And again, I've said this before, like if you don't have the Olympics, the site to watch it, good luck. You're not finding it anywhere else. You're not finding it on here, that's for sure. You are not finding it on YouTube. Because again, the CBC or the IOC will strike you down. My buddy Hot Take Hockey, who you guys might know did a lot of streams, he got a 90-day ban because he showed a part of the stream or showed a part of the game. Not even like, you know, showing it like on his screen or anything like that. Like he showed it, he pointed his camera towards the game. 90-day ban. Like, no. Like you guys come in here, you tell me I should show the game. Not a chance in hell I'm doing that. No way. A 90-day ban, I'm screwed. That would suck. Yeah, Peacock and CBC, that's literally it. I think CBC's Canada. You ain't getting it on here. That's for sure. If you're getting it on here, I'd be shocked, honestly. Thank you all for tuning in. 200 likes on this commentary stream. It's all about money everywhere, not just the U.S. Less than 80 subscribers away from 5K. Yeah, I know, it's nuts. If you don't have the subscription, good luck. At one time, the Olympics were free. Yeah, not anymore in this capitalist world that we live in. Not a thing anymore. All right, 3 minutes to go to the third period. Thank you all for tuning in. Stick along in the stream. Alternative to SDPN. Steve Dangle's good. He does a good job commentating. OBS, Alex. OBS. Objectively, the Canadians have more Stanley Cup players. Yes. I don't really know if that's objective. I think it's true. I think it is true. It might be. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. Yeah, it's not about monitors. It's about subscription services. I got monitors, too. Ain't about that, though. Oh my God, what is happening to my screen right now? All right, hang on a second, guys. Got to do something really quick. Where are my headphones at? There we go. All right, sorry about that. Had to fix something really quick. Definitely not a homer like some announcers. Yeah, I mean, I'm from the U.S., so I try, but I'm trying to keep an unbiased side here. If you saw my call, the Canada goal, you will know that I did all that. Yeah, I do it all myself. I like it that way. All right, let's get ready for the start of period number 3 here from Milan. Second period recap. The only goal was scored by Cale Makar, who made it a 1-1 hockey game, and heading into the biggest period in hockey this century between the United States and Canada. Shots through 40 minutes, 27-16. Sportsnet has it too in Canada. I figured Sportsnet would have it too. All righty. Final 20 minutes of play. We'll see if we need more, but a gold medal is on the line. Here we go. The gold medal game, third period, tied 1-1 in the Santa Giulia Arena. And we are underway. Faceoff is won here now by the United States and cleared back down low then into the Canada zone. Parayko off the boards for Harley on the right side. Will play it back to center. Celebrini skates it now through the zone. Macklin Celebrini up top to McDavid. Poke checked away down low. Now McAvoy trying to get that one off the boards. Now Tom Wilson. Wilson fires it on. That one is blocked and slides back up to the point. Harley on the right side back to Celebrini. Celebrini then for McDavid. McDavid Below the line, pass in front, blocked. Canada already getting pressure on here immediately as we start this third period. Hughes, back up to Eichel. Now over then for Tkachuk, who will bank it back down low. And an icing here against the U.S. Already in this third period, you're seeing the way that Canada can just hem you in your own zone. And the U.S., they were playing good defense. They were getting a lot of the opportunities evaded away. But again, Canada has that firepower that is almost impossible to hold off. Face-off won here by the U.S. and cleared back into the Canada zone. Yet again, another icing to start this one off yet again. Here's Mikheil Shiffrin, gold medalist for the United States. Also in the crowd, Dave Christian, member of the 1980 Olympic team, Brock Nelson's uncle. Face-off here now, won by Canada. Devon Toews up top. Shot on, goes up in the air, back down low into the corner. Now around behind the net, Quinn Hughes. Trying to play that puck. Stone up top, Toews. Toews back to Makar. Makar to Toews. Toews a shot. Saved by Hellebuck. Marner. Played ahead then for Toews at the point. Toews to Marner. Marner at the point now. Looks. Comes in. Fires in. Toews in front. How did that stay out? Are you serious? A wide open net for Devon Toews. How did he not tuck that one? Are you kidding me? I thought for sure that was going in. How did that stay out? Whistle blown here. Offsides, I believe, against Canada. Oh, sorry, 19. Why did it say 9? My bad. I meant 19, not 9. What the hell? I don't know why it said that. We have 1,000 people here in this commentary stream. Thank you all so much. Devon Toews could not tuck that puck past Connor Hellebuck. Face-off here now, won by Canada, cleared back down low. Into the United States zone, Connor Hellebuck with the save of the tournament. Banked all the way to center, whistle blown. Here at the line, as puck went up and out of play. Connor Hellebuck, 30 saves on 31 shots. Has played phenomenal. This one's going to go down to the wire. Definitely, Ron. Face-off here now, won by Canada. Cleared down low now into the zone. Behind the net now, picking it up. Faber around to the right side. Bank back up top, Bennett. In the corner. Now Tkachuk. Breaks it out now through center. Matthew Tkachuk to Jack Hughes. Hughes comes in. Takes it around behind the net, being held up there by Marchand. Shots 31-16 in favor of Canada. Now Zach Werenski breaks it through zone. Shot on there, saved by Binnington. Hagel takes it back now through center, back over to Jarvis on the right side. Jarvis, below the line. Holds that puck, cleared up top, Parayko. Fires it, blocked. Harley now fighting with Matthews. Off the boards to center. Harley will try and steal it back. Canada trying to clear it down low. Hagel throws it through the crease of Hellebuck. Now Horvat here below the line. Back to Hagel. Hagel up top. Harley a shot wide of Hellebuck. 16:50 to go in the third. Werenski battling for now with Horvat. Played back down low now. Boldy takes it back. Boldy will clear it back into the Canada zone. Icing. As I apologize, forgot to start my clock again. Be better at that, don't worry. The Canadians got the U.S. on their heels. You can tell. Big save there by Jordan Binnington. Shots 32-17. Face-off. Won by the States. Off the boards now. Miller will break it through center. Cleared back down low. Taze will pick it up. Back over then to Makar. Makar ahead for Celebrini. Celebrini cross ice to McKinnon. McKinnon looks, fires it. Saved by Hellebuyck. Rebounds in front. Can't convert. United States will get it back to center. Now Taze picks it up down low. Devon Taze throws it around behind the net then to Makar. Makar to Thompson. Thompson knocked off. Hughes forced out to center. Tage Thompson now holds that puck. Pass back over then for Quinn Hughes. Hughes comes in below the line. Circles in front. Tried to get a pass up top and broken away. Quinn Hughes up to the point. McAvoy a shot. Blocked. A breakaway the other way. It's Celebrini. He's in. Save. Rebounds there. And denied by Hellebuyck. Macklin Celebrini, the young rookie with a massive chance, is denied. Now Eichel will dump this one back down low. Try to get it to center. Stolen back by Suzuki. Suzuki comes in. Fighting for it now with Faber. Down low here now in the corner. Slavin takes it back. Slavin to Marner, intercepted. Just a battle for it here at center. 15 minutes to go in the third period. Tied 1-1 here in the gold medal game. Hagel off the right side, stolen back by Marchand. Marchand up top. Harley over. Parayko, a shot goes wide. Now over Parayko again, another chance denied by Hellebuyck also. Connor Hellebuyck playing absolutely phenomenal. Keeping Canada at bay. 35 shots, 34 saves for Helly. Macklin Celebrini went on a 1-0 breakaway. And making the save there was Connor Hellebuyck. What a stop. Face off here now in the USA zone. Won by Canada. Harley. Back to the right side. Jarvis. Shoots it. And that one goes wide. Down low now. Cleared out to center. Trocheck tried to get it back. Nelson here now on the right side. Picked up around behind the net. Harley gets it back. Harley now regrouping. Back to Doughty. Doughty. Cleared down low into the US zone. Hellebuyck. Over then for Sanderson. Jake Sanderson will clear that one all the way over to center with 14:17 to go. Cleared back off the boards then down low behind the net. McAvoy over that, stolen back by Canada. Pass in front. Hagel a shot. Denied by Hellebuyck. Now below the line here, Horvat. Back around then up top for Hughes. Jack Hughes brings it through center. Tkachuk breaks it up. Hagel battling forward with Quinn Hughes. Now holding it back down low below the line. Hughes over then for Eichel, who brings it down low. Jack Eichel all alone now in the Canada zone. Trying to throw that one up top. Now Tkachuk battling forward here now with Makar. Makar played ahead to Eichel. Broken up then at the line. Eichel gets it back. Fires it. Blocked. Celebrini. Stolen ahead then for Wilson with 13:20 to go. Banked off the boards, back down low. Now Faber fighting for it with Wilson. That one is jabbed off the boards. Now McKinnon. 7 minutes gone in the third period of the gold medal game. Pass back. Theodore's shot. Block. Rebounds there. Goes up and out of play. 13:01 to go in the third. I am scrambling right now. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream. We have 1,500 people in this commentary. Unbelievable. Celebrini on a breakaway the other way was robbed by Hellebuyck. Shots 36-17. Just a lot of back and forth action, that's for sure. If you ask for mod, you're not going to get it. So I'm just telling you that right now. Oh, my Lord. Take a second here. Get a breather. Yes, they do the 3v3 OT format. Yep. Yeah, 19 more shots is nuts. Canada's played phenomenal. Face-off coming up here now in just a moment. Thank you all for your support in this one. I appreciate it. It's been a phenomenal stream as always. In the United States zone now, they will take the draw with 13:01 to go. Face-off blown dead. So we will redo that. Face-off in the Canada zone, or the United States zone, sorry, won by Canada. Below the line, McAvoy to Hughes. Hughes over to McAvoy. McAvoy, pass up top then. Gensel will clear it down low. Boldy battling forward with Taze. Matthews to the right side, McKinnon to center. Stone. Back over then for Matthews. Broken up then by McCarr down low. McCarr to Taze. Taze banked off the boards back into the corner. Charlie McAvoy with 12:29 to go will move it through center for the U.S. Dump down low then into the corner. Playing it back is Sanheim in the corner with Gensel. Battling forward alongside Theodore. Boldy. Down low, back over then Marchand to Sanheim. Sanheim will dump it down low then into the USA zone. Sanderson now battling forward with Bennett. Jake Sanderson trying to break that puck up down low in the corner. Here's Jack Hughes. Regrouping around with the puck. Down low below the line then Sanderson. 11:50 to go in the third. Somebody's got to make a play soon. Nelson. Battling for it now below the line. Jack Hughes picks it up. Backhand is blocked. Now Hughes up top trying to clear it down low. Surprised that wasn't offsides. Now here comes Hagel. Hagel through center. Tried to shoot it on. It's blocked. Nelson. Cleared around to the right side. Larkin battling for it. Nelson will backhand it to center. Harley regroups with the puck. Thomas Harley now down low. Will throw that one off the boards. Hagel back to McDavid. McDavid below the line. Hagel back to McDavid. Back to Hagel. Cleared all the way back into the Canada zone with 9 minutes gone. Here's Celebrini ahead then for Hagel. Hagel to McDavid. McDavid cross-ice pass. Celebrini broken up. Pass over. McKinnon at the post. Wide open net for Nathan McKinnon. And he missed. He nearly made it a 2-1 hockey game. Nearly halfway through the third period. Here's Quinn Hughes. Behind the net now. We'll throw it up top. Cross-ice pass. Werenski fires it. Save. Rebounds there. Blocked. Jabbing at that puck. Binnington keeps it out. Werenski back up top to Hughes. Hughes shoots it wide. Larkin now down low in the corner. Back to Celebrini. There's the first real chance for the U.S. in a hot minute. Now Werenski takes it back. Zach Werenski now regrouping here in his own end. Werenski back to Sanderson. Off the boards, Doughty takes it back. Cross-ice pass then for Reinhart. Reinhart comes in. Tried to fire it on, blocked. Now Tkachuk here in the corner. Halfway through the third period. McCarr to Reinhart. Reinhart circling around. Being held up there by Faber. Now Werenski here in the corner will bank it out to center. Shots are 37-18 in favor of Canada. United States had a huge chance, so did Canada, but neither could convert. Here's Hughes back down low then for Slavin. Slavin off the boards on the right side. Sanderson will dump it down low. Bennington backhands it to center. Stolen back then by Slavin, who will break it in now. Clears it around behind the net. Boldy in the corner then for Hughes. Hughes up top. Canada tries to clear. Slavin shoots it. Saved by Bennington. Here comes Canada. Marner 2-on-2. Pass up to Suzuki. Couldn't get it all the way there. Stone. Cross ice to Parayko. Now off the boards. Matthews takes it back the other way. Battling forward as well with Hughes. The puck is inside of Hughes' skates. Can't get there. Now Makar off the boards for Taze. Taze comes in. Drops it back. Marchand looks below the line. Skates it around now. Shoots it. And that one's not a hell of a rebound. There! Jabbing at that puck! In front! Shot there from Marchand. Denied. Rebound! And cleared all the way back to center. Are you serious? Larkin will backhand that one down low into the Canada zone. There are very few times where I'm struggling to keep track of what's happening. That was definitely one of them. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the third. We are still tied at 1. Plenty of chances for both sides. Tied at 1. McKinnon a shot wide. Rebounds there. And cleared away. Down low now in the corner. Nathan McKinnon trying to get it back. McKinnon up top. Sanheim over to Theodore. A shot. Save. Rebound. Denied by Hellebuck. And kept out. And we finally get a stoppage of play after what just feels like a million seconds in a row of just constant play. We will step aside with 7.5 minutes to go. Tied 1-1 here in the gold medal game. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We have 250 likes here in this commentary. Unbelievable. We are almost 60 subscribers away from 5,000. What a game this has been. Shots are 38-21 in favor of Canada. Best Olympic experiences ever, 100%. This is insane, yup. Absolutely crazy. Missed too many men call there against the United States, it looks like. Face-off coming up here now. What's up, Clayton? Welcome to the stream, bro. A little bit of an ice change here really quick before we move on. Shots 39-21. Are you serious? Connor Hellebuck, 38 saves. Face-off, won by Canada. Sanheim up top will clear it around behind the net. Larkin trying to take it back to center. Brady Tkachuk battling for it now with Connor McDavid. Tkachuk back to Quinn Hughes down low. Hughes over then for McAvoy. McAvoy off the boards, back down low, dumping it in then to the Canada zone. Clock was off there, my bad. At the point, McAvoy. Down low to Hughes. Hughes moves in front. Can't get a shot on there on Bennington. Hughes battling for it now with McKinnon. McKinnon here on the right side. Back to Celebrini, who will clear it to center. Nathan McKinnon with speed. Loops around. Backhand on. Saved by Hellebuck. Rebounds there. Cleared back down low to the corner. 6:40 left to go in the third period. We have one hell of a hockey game here. Delayed penalty against Canada. Empty net. Tkachuk. Back to Nelson. Nelson up top. Trying to feed that one to center. Canada will touch. And we have a penalty coming up here against the Canadians. And a power play for the United States. At an incredibly pivotal time, Sam Bennett takes another costly penalty. And this might be the biggest power play the United States will ever have. Does feel like a soccer match. I'll agree with that sentiment, 100%. Shots are 40 to 23. United States to the power play. How we feeling, everybody? This one's been nuts. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. It means the world. What a game we got here. 6:34 to go. Shots 40 to 23. 39 saves for Connor Hellebuck. 22 saves for Jordan Bennington. Face off here in the Canada zone. It's won by Taze. Cleared around the boards all the way back down low into the United States zone. We have 2,000 people here in this commentary stream. Unbelievable. Thank you all so much. It's a double minor on Bennett. So 4 minutes of power play time here for the United States. I didn't even realize that. So the U.S. has a massive chance here. Here's Matthew Tkachuk dropping it back for Quinn Hughes. Matthews breaking it out now through center. Cross ice pass Tkachuk. Can't get a shot on. Bank back up to the point. Thompson down low here in the corner. Matthews battling for it now with Tage. Tage to Matthews. Matthews down low below the line. Tkachuk throws it in front. Back up top for Quinn Hughes. Hughes down low for Matthews. Austin Matthews. Up to the point to Hughes. Hughes down low, a shot save, rebounds in front! Matthews can't tuck it. Cleared all the way back then by Canada. Marner will throw it to center. Now Canada regroups here in their own end. Unbelievable sequence. 5 minutes to go in the third. We are in crunch time, folks. Nearly halfway through the Canada power play. Here's Werenski. Banked off the boards. Hughes racing for it, battling for it with Parayko. Up top, Werenski to Gensel. Gensel to Boldy. Boldy now up to the point yet again. Werenski back to Boldy. Up top, Werenski. Cross ice pass. Hughes looks in front. Saved by Bennington. Rebounds there. Cleared back to the corner. Jack Hughes picks it up. Cross ice pass for Werenski. Werenski up top, a shot. Saved by Bennington. That even got on. Boldy down low here now in the corner. Stolen back by Hagel, who will attempt to clear. It comes out to center. Whew. 1:30 to go. Hughes hit at the line. Marner back over to Taze, who will bank it out to center. Now Werenski comes in. 1:30 remaining in the power play. 3:58 left in the game. Cleared around now behind the net. Hughes stolen back by Horvat, who's high-sticked. Canada wants a penalty. They'll get one. Delayed penalty on the U.S. McCarr to the right side will bank it back down low. Holding it against the boards. Marner will steal it back. Bennington will go to the bench. 5 on 5 actually. And a delayed penalty. Celebrini will drop it back to Marner. Marner to McKinnon off the boards. Eichel will touch. And with 3:23 left to go, we have a 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, followed by a Canada power play. Are you kidding me? Does it get any better than this? Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Look at that. 40 subscribers away. Over 300 likes on this commentary also. A lot of Canada flags in the chats. A lot of American flags also. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, followed by a brief Canada power play. The ice crews will clean the ice one more time. Jack Hughes will go to the box. The call on the ice is a high stick, just like how they got Bennett. Face-off coming here now. In the America zone, this arena is loud. Face-off is won by the States. 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, followed by a Canada power play. Here's Quinn Hughes. Drops it back to Eichel. Eichel breaks it through center as the 4-on-4 runs down. Eichel fires it wide of Binnington. Now Quinn Hughes will come back into his zone and regroup. McAvoy, drop back, intercepted. Connor McDavid coming the other way. 1-on-2 now. He'll skate back around, wait for reinforcements. Pass back to center. Celebrini comes in, shoots it wide of Hellebuyck as well. Up top, Celebrini, cross-ice pass broken up by Eichel. Cleared all the way back down low into the Canada zone. It's Makar with 2.5 minutes to play. Clock's off a little bit. I apologize. Hang on. Now it's back on. Here's McKinnon down low. Behind the net now for Canada. McKinnon holds it down low. Canada sets up now on the PP. McKinnon, it's on Celebrini, a shot wide of Hellebuyck. 2:10 left to go. USA tries to clear. Makar keeps it in. McDavid up top to Makar. Makar waits. Down low, McKinnon. Can't shoot it. Pass over. Broken up by the States defense. McDavid up top to Makar. Connor McDavid looks. Back to McDavid. Makar to McKinnon. McKinnon shoots it. Save. Rebound in front. Just wide. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Cleared back down low now to the corner. Slavin gets it back, kept in the zone by Canada. Makar to McKinnon. 1:30 to go in the third. Celebrini in front, of shot goes wide. States will clear to center. Doesn't this look familiar? Grabbing it now is Parayko with 1:16 to go. Power play comes to a close. We are approaching the final minute in regulation. Parayko off the boards to center, dump back down low. Regrouping with it now is Suzuki. Back down low now, 60 seconds left to play in this third period. Thomas Harley will regroup in the Canada zone. Marner steals it back down low with 45 left to play. Gensel back to Werenski. Werenski now moves it through center. Stolen back then. And cleared back down low yet again. 30 seconds remaining here in the third period. Pass ahead then for Stone. Stone cross ice to Taze. Taze comes in. Looks now below the goal line. Feeds it up top. Wilson blocked by Matthews. Matthews will backhand it out to center. 15 seconds left to play. Doughty dumps it down low. Cleared around behind the net, 10 seconds left. Slavin will try and clear it. Will come back all the way into the Canada zone. No icing. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime. "60 minutes was not enough. We are headed to extra time here in Milan. Oh, my Lord. Thank you all so much for tuning in. What a game we got here. Look at that. Wow. I can't even believe that. Intermission coming up in just a moment. We will head to intermission. It'll be a little bit shorter. I'll make it 16 minutes. Overtime coming up here from Milan. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you all so much for the support. Holy crap. What a game we got here. Wow. And look at that. 5,000 subscribers. Are you guys serious? Wow. Thank you guys so much. I don't even care about that. I don't even want to talk about me. We're commentating one of the greatest games that we've seen in a very long time. This has been absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much for your support on this commentary. Unbelievable. I'm at a loss for words. I can't believe this right now. This is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. So we're heading into overtime here now in Milan, where we've been streaming for two and a half hours almost. Who's getting the overtime goal? Drop your comments in the comment section down below. For Canada, I think there's only one that I think will get it, and that is Connor McDavid. For the United States, I think it's going to be Jack Eichel. There you go. Those are my overtime predictions. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm doing the best I can to call a good game here when it gets crazy as it is. I was kind of struggling there for a little bit, but we kept our own. Got 2,000 people in here. That's insane. I think I saw like 2,700 at one point. Wow. Unbelievable. Like the stream. We're nearly at 400 likes on this commentary. A lot of Canada flags in the chat. Next goal will win in overtime. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. $38,000 views on this commentary. OT winning goal is Matthews? Maybe. We'll see. Canada gold for 2026. We'll see, bro. Thank you, Auntie Slayer. I appreciate it. Doing the best I can. So both of the women's and the men's games end up going to extra time. Who would have thought? Again, who would have thought? Jack Hughes game-winning goal. Okay. Am I keeping myself hydrated? Yes. Thank you for reminding me. All right, shots in that third period. We're 41-26 now as we get through 60 minutes of play. The States played better, but Canada still got a lot of more chances. So, overtime, how this overtime is going to work, I'll explain it a couple of times here. It is 3-on-3 overtime for 20 minutes. If there is no goal scored after the first 20 minutes of overtime, there will be another overtime after that. So just so everybody knows, there will be 3-on-3 overtime. If there is no goal after those 20 minutes of 3-on-3, which I doubt it, because again, like, you look at overtime, overtime's always so close and competitive. There will be another overtime period following that. We'll just keep playing till there's a goal. What's Canada's national anthem? I think it's a geese, right? The goose? Yeah, I think it should be 5-on-5, but it's the Olympic rules. It's how the Olympics run. It's a little ridiculous, but it is what it is. What can you do? Unbelievable commentary. My internet is bugging right now. The quality here looks fine. Close out of the stream, go back in. But that was nuts. Let's play forever. Yeah, that was insane. Another golden goal candidate coming up. They've done shootouts in the past. That's for like the semis. I'm pretty sure it's continuous OT. Yeah, nice game so far, 100%. Kachuk will get the goal, win it for Johnny Hockey. Predicting Quinn Hughes from Jack Hughes and Brady Kachuk. Okay. Again, as I said, we will have NHL commentaries later on this week. We have 4 NHL commentaries before the end of the month. Those commentaries are Sabres versus Devils, Oilers versus Ducks, Lightning versus Hurricanes, and Sharks versus Flames. Those are the later commentaries here on the channel as we return from the NHL here later on this week. My clock is a little bit behind. It says 10.5 minutes on my screen here, but I'm sure it'll all line stuff up. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for 5,000 subscribers. I am at a loss for words. We started the day off with this, 4,855. Now we're nearly 200 subs gained here in this stream. Thank you all so much. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, still got about 9 minutes till the beginning of the overtime frame. Jump on and hang out. Yes, sir. Wish for a fight in overtime? That'd be great. That'd be so sick. A fight in OT? That'd be awesome. 40,000 views on this commentary stream. Our most viewed commentary ever is 50,000. Yep, I'll be commentating it, of course. Was expecting Canada to have one after Finland blew out Slovakia. Yeah. Canada does not need karma. The mighty beavers. Oh, it's beaver? It's not a goose? It's one of the two. Either way, you know. Go Canada, go. Thank you, Douglas. I appreciate it. 440 likes. Wow. Canada's got great speed. I agree. They definitely do. Yep. Karma is a bitch and heading south. Canada all the way. Showing a throwback here to the gold medal game back in 2010. Sidney Crosby, golden goal. He is not in the game tonight. Who inspired me to be an announcer? I guess just watching hockey and doing all that. I was big into Jim Jackson of the Philadelphia Flyers, Doc Emmerich as well. Goals were scored by Matt Boldy and Cale Makar. And it's been tied ever since. Whew. Brock Nelson wins it. Minnesota North Stars. That was before I was alive. Take a look at the goaltender stats here. Connor Hellebuyck, 40 saves on 41 shots. 976 save percentage. That would break the all-time Watch with Nordic single game save percentage record. Jordan Bennington, 25 on 26. 962. Both goaltenders have been absolutely nails here in this one. And you look at their Watch with Nordic overall live commentary stats. Jordan Bennington in Watch with Nordic streams, 7-5-0 and 12 commentaries, 2.42, 0.884. Connor Hellebuck, 10-4-2 through 16 commentaries, 2.4, 0.889. Incredible game on all accounts from all the sides here. It's been a very fun one to watch. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Like the stream down below. It helps out the engagement. Subscribe as well if you are new and you enjoy the commentary streams. We do them for all 32 teams and then some. We got a great overtime frame coming up here in just a moment. 5.5 minutes. 42,000 views. Wow. All right. Outstanding commentary. The bars have been open since 4:30 this morning. Wow. Lucky you. I'm sure you guys are out there partying, especially if Canada can get the win. As you can tell, 5 minutes to go. All right, overtime coming up next. There will be a riot somewhere no matter who wins. Yeah, you're probably right. You are probably correct. Drunks on the streets at 8 a.m. Hey, it's Sunday. At least, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know if that's a positive. What's up, Grayson? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome, G. Oh, boy. Overtime coming up here from Milan in just a moment. This game is what makes hockey the greatest sport to watch in person. 100%. Your comment is what I 100% agree with that. You could not be more right. All right. I'm only letting that go because you're my sister. What do I do when a game is over? Collapse? Yep. Now, when a game's over, I usually make a video afterwards. Or I go to bed. It depends. Thank God I can listen to you at work. Thank you, Burke. Appreciate you being in here, man. What a phenomenal stream we got here. Hockey should be played in both Olympics. They'll never do it in the summer. It also means a lot more when you do it every 4 years. Every 2 years would not mean as much. I'll be honest. That's just kind of how I think of it. Yeah, the IOC, they're striking people down. So, no problem, Bond. Thank you for being in here, man. I'm seeing a Freebird ad here on my screen. Yeah, not surprised one bit. Definitely not. Let's go USA. We got this. Olympic every 4 years is the way it's got to be. Yep. All right. We are getting ready here for overtime from Milan. Let's take a look back to some of the overtime we've seen here in this Olympic tournament. We'll start out with the women's game. Canada versus the United States in the women's side of the tournament It was a 2-1 win for the United States. Megan Keller with the OT winner. You move on to the men's side of the tournament. Canada versus Czechia. Mitch Marner with the overtime winner in that game to send Canada to the semis. And then United States and Sweden, Quinn Hughes fires it past Jacob Markstrom for the overtime winner in the quarterfinal games to send those two to the semifinals. And now here in the gold medal game, the final Olympic game until 2030 as we get ready for the start of 3-on-3 overtime here from Milan. Let's go through the game itself, through the last 60 minutes of play. First period, Matt Boldy scored as he splits the D past Makar and Tays and makes it a 1-0 game for the United States. Afterwards, after a couple of penalties being drawn across, and as well as that too, a little bit of, power plays on each side, Cale Makar ties the game, skating it into the zone, shooting it wide blocker on Connor Hellebuck to tie the game in the second period. Through a couple of power plays in the third, through a couple of very close chances, we are still tied at 1, heading into 3-on-3 overtime. Playing for the goal. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the stream, Nick. Good to see you here. It'll be 20-minute periods with 18-minute breaks in between, 3 skaters and 1 goaltender. Whoever crosses that puck over the goal line will win the hockey game. It is 3-on-3 overtime here from Milan, trying to play for the greatest accomplishment in all of sports. And I stand by that statement. A gold medal. 1 shot, 1 goal. And it's going to be one hell of a finish, no matter who wins this game. Overtime. Here from Milan, 3-on-3. McKinnon, McDavid, Makar, Matthews, Hughes, and Boldy. And we are not underway because they all just ran into each other before the ref dropped the puck. All right, and we are. You keep going too fast. They keep trying to go in there before the play even starts. All right, let's try that again. And we are underway. Faceoff is won by the United States. Canada steals it right back. Holding it down low now through the neutral zone. Cale Makar will pick it up. Now Connor McDavid through center. McDavid with speed. Fires it. Fans on the puck. Now Boldy steals it back for the United States. Cross ice pass. Quinn Hughes. Hughes on the breakaway. Looks back to Boldy. To Hughes. Saved by Binnington. Are you serious? What a stop by Jordan Binnington. Here's Nathan McKinnon now all alone. Fires it. Stopped by Hellebuck. He will cover. Neither goaltender will take any chances. What's up, Sharky? How did Jordan Binnington stop that? Are you joking me? What a stop. He caught that barely with his glove. Quinn Hughes nearly won gold. Wow. Face off here again now in the USA zone. It's won back by Tays. Tays to Celebrini. Celebrini now will regroup. He comes back out to center. Shots 42-27. McDavid. Back over then for Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini drops it back to Tays. Tays to Celebrini. Celebrini up top. Looks, fires it, blocked by McAvoy. Banked off the boards. Now McAvoy will play it to center. Marner, who scored the overtime winning goal in the semifinals, now carries the puck. He'll drop it back to Celebrini. Celebrini to Makar. Back to Celebrini. Celebrini will play it back to Connor McDavid, who famous for his Four Nations OT goal. McDavid breaks it through center. Comes in front. Can't get it on Hellebuck as he loses the puck. before he gets all the way there. Now Werenski back to Hughes. Poke checked ahead. Racing for it is Werenski. Battling with McKinnon. Werenski pass up top. Just wide is Hughes. He scores! Wait! Jack Hughes scores! The drought is over! The United States win gold! I thought it went wide! Are you kidding me? Jack Hughes, the golden goal! The States win an OT! The drought is done. Jack Hughes drew a penalty late in the third period, and he made up for it. Your final score, the United States 2 and Canada 1. Assist on that goal was Zach Werenski. Wow. Wow. And I screwed up the call. Tears here on the rink, and not just from the Canadians. It is a privilege and it is a dream to win gold. And Jack Hughes wins it in overtime for the United States. And I'm sure there's some Canadian celebrity who probably doesn't know what to think right now. Wow. The prophecy was always United States versus Canada. Congratulations to the United States on winning the gold medal. Canada played a hell of a fucking game. This was a great hockey game. And again, I said it coming in here. I said I was confident this was going to be the greatest game I've ever commentated. I kind of screwed up the golden goal call. It is what it is. But wow. Jack Hughes, 5-hole on Jordan Binnington. And the United States wins gold. I'm shaking right now. I don't want to talk about me. We just commentated one of the greatest games we've seen in a long time. And for it to go that way, that was incredible. Puck was so fast you couldn't even see it. And look at that. The States are holding up the Gaudreau jersey. Wow. What an incredible accomplishment. Congrats to the United States on winning gold at the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympics. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you all so much for this stream. This is probably going to end up being our most popular stream ever. 52,000 views right now. Probably going to climb up to 54, which is the most popular. Both the women's and the men's teams win gold here for the United States. Incredible. And it comes on the 46th year anniversary of the U.S. beating the Soviet Union. We got to talk about Connor Hellebuyck. We got to talk about Hellebuyck. 42 shots, 41 saves for Hellebuyck. Thank you, Luigi, for the 10. I really appreciate that, bro. 41 saves for Connor Hellebuyck. You got to talk about Helly. What a fucking game Hellebuyck had. And again, you talk about legacies. You talk about players needing to make an impact. Connor Hellebuyck made that impact. Unbelievable. What a game from Hellebuyck. Binnington played solid too. 26 of 28, nothing to scoff at. That is trying to load up the stat here. I'm not sure exactly what it is off the top of my head. I should know it by now. 26 shots, or 26 saves on 28 shots. Okay, you just don't want to tell me? All right, there we go. 929. Still great. What a hockey game. What a hockey game. Wow. Four Nations was the warm-up, I guess you could say. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Shout out to all my family and friends who were in this commentary. That was absolutely nuts. And we're just getting started. We have 55 days until the Stanley Cup playoffs. April 17th, I believe it is. We'll be live for all the games in the Stanley Cup playoffs and all that stuff, but I'm at just a loss for words. This is incredible. Again, I always talk about how, like, I don't even care who wins. I don't care the way it goes. All I wanted was just a good hockey game. And we certainly got that. This is an amazing hockey game. These are two incredible teams. It is always a phenomenal matchup when the United States plays Canada. It is always great. And it's also awesome, too, because you take a look at, you know, a tournament like this. It's only every 4 years. To be lucky enough to get it here on a big stage like that. Wow. Incredible. All right. So Wednesday, we will be back for another commentary stream. That is going to be Sabres versus Devils and Oilers versus Ducks. Stream time, 6:58 p.m. Game time starts 7 o'clock. And we will continue the grind of NHL commentaries. We'll do some Frozen 4 in there as well as we head to the Stanley Cup playoffs. This was absolutely phenomenal. Pick 3 stars. Connor Hellebuyck, number 1. I don't care what anybody says. Jack Hughes, number 2. And then I'll go with, I think Zach Werenski, number 3. Werenski has been a phenomenal factor this entire tournament. Has played incredible. All right. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I already knew heading into this one it was going to be incredible, but you guys made it even better than I could have imagined. Thank you all so much. I'll be back on Wednesday, and I will see you guys in the next